I'm Vincent Price. What unearthly horror did that girl gaze upon? What manner of incredible thing walked beneath that hood? It would be unfair at this time to show you any more of what went on in that laboratory where a man actually dared to play God.
Not since the beginning of time has man known such terror.
The fever rots, the brain goes numb inside. I feel a blackout coming, a boiled blister pops inside. See the features of my rage begin to shoot the fiend without a face. My face, a fiend without a face, a fiend without a face.
What's going on, guys? On this episode of On the Set for October Horrorfest, I'm checking out Fiend Without A Face, about a fiend that doesn't have a face. So, let's get into it. As some unexplained deaths start to happen around an Air Force radar base in Canada, some autopsies reveal that all the bodies of the deceased are missing their brains and spines. The locals are all convinced that it's the Air Force's fault and that all the deaths were caused by a radiation leak from the radar base. An Air Force major named Jeff starts to investigate the strange deaths a little bit further, interviewing people all over town. The investigation leads him to a British scientist named Walgate, who seems to be a little bit shady. Walgate has been writing in a book about his experimentation with telekinesis. Well, there you go. It was probably this guy. Anyway, as to be expected, later on they find out that it's actually his fault, because he admits to creating thought projection. Also, that due to the radiation leaking from the base, his thought projection literally turned into an invisible sentient life form. Well, that doesn't sound too good. Not only that, but it's been going around replicating itself. Oh, even better. Later on, this invisible force kills some people at the base and takes over the nuclear reactor there, overloading it to a critical level. All of a sudden, this causes the force to suddenly become visible, and what is it? Well, it's the brains and spines from all the dead people, of course. They pretty much crawl around like slugs and can leap onto people. As some people gather at Walgate's house to figure things out, the creatures show up and cause a bunch of fuckery, and someone ends up shooting one of them with a gun. In the chaos, Walgate makes a break for it, but ends up getting killed by the very thing that he created. Sucks. Meanwhile, Jeff sneaks back over to the radar base and blows it up, killing off the rest of the creatures. The end. Wow, who thinks this stuff up? I mean, brain spines? Really? That is pretty terrifying, though, if you think about it, and they're invisible. Anyway, at least Jeff was able to destroy them all. Join me next time for another Horrorfest adventure, and I'll see you then.